afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you are joining us from. Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade, GCPIT, is proud to welcome you all to this prestigious event, the Global Sustainability Awards 2021. Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade, or GCPIT, is one of the fastest growing organizations based out of India, South Africa, UK, and US, with board and council member representation across the world. The objective of this organization is to implement relevant major national development strategies, promote foreign trade, bilateral investment, and economic and technological cooperation, carry forward cooperation with overseas trade promotion counterparts, receive overseas high-end trade and economic delegations, and much, much more. Since our launch, we have been organizing many premium online events like the Global Leadership Dialogue, Global Women's Business Summit, the Womenomics Global Mission, the Global Technology Summit, the Global Innovation Incubation and Entrepreneurship Summit, the Global Women in Trade Summit, only to name a few. At GCPIT, we are constantly on the lookout for new and innovative ways to assist businesses in expanding their global reach. And it is with this vision that we celebrated the Global Sustainable Development Summit 2021, which lasted for 3 months, focusing on each SDG in detail, with a focus on how SMEs can support and at the same time gain by following the roadmap provided by the SDGs. We didn't stop there. As per our commitment made during the Global Sustainability Summit, we launched the magazine Sustainomics, covering articles and research papers focusing on sustainability. And today we are celebrating the Global Sustainability Awards 2021, which is GCPIT's next step towards supporting the people and the planet. Through the Global Sustainability Awards, individuals and organizations are being recognized and honored today for their remarkable achievements, commitment, and activities that have had a positive influence on sustainability. The Global Sustainability Awards are recognizing those who have incorporated sustainability into their business practices. The Global Sustainability Awards will also serve as an inspiration for inclusive transformative action, business excellence, and environmental management around the world, by helping to improve natural resource management, demonstrating new ways to combat climate change, or by raising awareness of emerging sustainable challenges. We all know that our Earth is the most valuable asset that we all businesses share. Individual and corporate initiatives to preserve this critical resource are not only necessary, but also profitable in the long run. Seeking acknowledgement for your environmental friendly effort is also a wise commercial decision. We take this opportunity to congratulate all the nominees for taking the first step towards distinguishing your company from the competition. We are proud to have received nominations from young children who are really role models and inspiration for countless kids and people of all age groups. At an age when kids are busy learning the basics of life, we are proud to see that these children are leading global environmental initiatives. They give us hope and give strength to our belief that we are on the right track. We also have very experienced leaders and nominees who inspire us to do more and are great role models for us in our journey towards sustainability and towards creating a beautiful world for our future generations. For learning more from these great leaders and many others across the globe, GCPIT has launched the Great Leaders Council, which will promote innovation, partnership, sustainability, and impact leadership. And as the first step, we have launched the 1000 Great Leaders and the Global Mentor of Change initiatives. We invite you to be part of these great initiatives where we are creating more and more leaders. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Aparna G. Kumar, the Global Co-Chairperson of GCPIT and your host for today. On behalf of GCPIT, I wish to thank you all for all the support you have been giving us and also all the initiatives we launched. Looking forward to your support in the future as well. Let us begin the celebration. We have with us Mr. Ramanan Ramanathan, the first mission director of Atal Innovation Mission, to address us as a guest of honor. Actually, he cannot be called a guest. He is part of CMSME and GCPIT family. It is a pleasure having you with us today. Over to you, sir, for your address.
Thank you, Aparna, for that introduction, as well as the opportunity for me to be able to participate in this event, Global Sustainability Awards. The great Abdul Kalam, one of the most wonderful and finest human beings to grace our planet, and also the former president of India, he said, dream big and you'll achieve great things. Dream small and you'll be limited by your own dreams. What could be bigger than bidding and winning for the work that you're doing in global sustainability? And I want to therefore congratulate not only the organization GCPIT for recognizing these global sustainability award winners, but also for recognizing all the other people who have been participating in this movement. After all, as all the other speakers have so brilliantly brought out, the need for sustainability is global. If I take India, and I'd like to talk about the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship in global sustainability. I've been associated with the private sector for over 35 years. And for the last 5 years, I had the opportunity to work and drive the activities of the Atal Innovation Mission. The mission had very simple goals, 2 goals. One, how do you develop a culture of innovation in the millions of young students and the next generation that are going to be occupying not only India, but the global planet? We have 1.3 billion people, but 65% of our country is under 35 years old. We have 1.4 million schools. We have 10,500 engineering and related institutions. We have 39,000 colleges. We have 150 million young students who are going to be entering into the workplace over the next 5 to 10 years. If we do not empower them with both the knowledge and the empathy that is required to create a sustainable planet, if we are not able to convert them into transformers and agents of a sustainable world of tomorrow, if we are not able to empower them with the tools, technologies, and the methodologies that are shaping the world of tomorrow, where you have 3D printing revolutionizing the way you are able to conceptualize, manufacture, productize products right in front of your eyes, from your small Kirana store, from your small classroom, or even from your home, where robotics is driving the next level of productivity and automation, where sensor technologies are being integrated into man, machine, device, soil, and space, so that you're gathering valuable data from various sources to be able to act upon by computing, which is advancing at tremendous rates. We have nano computing, supercomputing, object computing, and so on. And then we have wireless 5G communication technologies, space and satellite technologies, and communication protocols that is enabling communication of large amounts of data between country to country, between machine to machine, between humans to machine, and between factories to factories. And then we have advances in software and data processing, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, and blockchain to be able to bring all of these technologies together to serve mankind and humanity. That is what we need to be able to impart the knowledge to our young students who are going to be the creators of the world of tomorrow. And if they do not create sustainable innovations, if they do not create sustainable entrepreneurs of the future, we are going to be in a bigger mess than what we find ourselves today. The challenges of India are many, and so are the challenges of the world. We have 22% of our country below the poverty line. We have 44% of our country agri-economy based. We have 650,000 villages in our country. We have 8,000 small towns and cities. And we have only 8 tier 1 cities in our country where everybody tries to flock to, which is clearly an unsustainable proposition. What we need in this country is that out of the 715 districts which are there spread across, out of which 115 are called aspirational districts because they are at the bottom of the pyramid in terms of basic access to healthcare, education, clean drinking water, sanitation, waste management, affordable housing, livelihoods, and the quality of their lives. If we are not able to carry this along, if we are not able to bridge the socio-economic divide that we talk about, we cannot create a sustainable country nor a sustainable planet. Our GDP may grow, but it will, if it doesn't affect these 8,000 small towns and cities, and if we are not able to create 8,000 small hubs of innovation and local job creation, we would not have met the goals that we are talking about. So what we are looking for is innovation and entrepreneurship on a grand scale. And why is that now a possibility? The COVID-19 crisis has shown to all of us in a very stark manner the tremendous power of innovation and digital technologies that can be harnessed to solve not only and beat the COVID-19 crisis that we have been witness to and experience, but to be able to address future problems, whether it is be global pandemics, whether it be climate change, whether it be renewable energies that we need to focus on, whether it be affordable housing, or whether it be eliminating poverty. We need to harness technology and breed thousands of innovators and entrepreneurs and potential job creators. That is why the Atal Innovation Mission has launched thousands of tinkering labs in schools, 10,000 tinkering labs, where more than 6 million young students are now getting aware of how do you tinker with technologies like 3D printing, robotics, miniaturized electronics, augmented virtual reality, with do-it-yourself kits. And they have started creating solutions which are sustainable solutions. Every one of the school student today is aware of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, something that I was not aware of even when I was studying in IIT or when I was working in a professional organization. But today, these young students are building that awareness. So building awareness and building empathy for a sustainable planet is very important. And then backing them up with incubators and startups. We have in Atal Innovation Mission and many other initiatives of the country in the government of India, more than 400 incubators, world-class incubators are being set up to create world-class startups. And many of the GCPIIT winners today, Global Sustainability Award winners, are from some of these incubators and are startups from the MSME industry. We need to ensure that we provide an enabling ecosystem for all of them where they can unleash their creativity and they have the required financing, the support, the infrastructural support to be able to give voice to their dreams and convert their dreams to reality. So we have today 55,000 startups in our country. 60 unicorns have been born in this country today, with 21 unicorns just in the last year, which is a COVID-19 year. Isn't that amazing? That shows how technology is being harnessed for the purposes of innovation to drive a sustainable planet and the growth of a sustainable planet. And then in order to be able to address the benefits of innovation to our rural cities, the tier 2, tier 3 cities, the aspirational districts in every country, we are setting up what are known as community innovation centers. These community innovation centers, called Atal Community Innovation Centers, are to create local innovations for local job creation, harnessing the local talent and the local capabilities of the people. For example, if you're in Goa, how do you stimulate the fishing industry, the tourism industry, the mining industry, the shipbuilding industry, or the cashew nut industry? Those are industries local to Goa. And if you want to drive innovation and job creation and address the various sustainable development goals, the 17 sustainable development goals that we talk about, we need thousands of community innovation centers. And you need a hub and spoke arrangement so that the hub community innovation center connected to the various spokes in various districts are now able to feed into each other, not only the innovations, but the applications of these innovations to create a better world. And finally, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, in his Atmanirbhar Bharat call, which according to me is not just a call for India, but it's a call for the rest of the world. How do you create a resilient world? A world that is resilient to the challenges that we face in the next century. In order to do that, you have 5 pillars to focus on. The pillar of demographic dividends in every country. How do you empower the youth and create the next generation of youth, talented and creative, but empowered through tools and technologies to be able to address the problems. The pillar of infrastructure. How do you create smart infrastructure leveraging technology, which has become affordable, accessible, available, and advanced? Smart cities, smart villages, smart districts, smart electricity management, smart energy management, smart water management, clean drinking water, smart consumption, and circular economy creation. That is what is required through leveraging technology. And the third pillar is the pillar of demand. We have 1.3 billion people. You cannot be catering only to the 8 tier 1 cities or the large metros or the advanced countries of the world. You need to see how you're going to carry the population in all the other parts of the world. The fourth is the pillar of socio-economic divide or socio-economic progress. We need to ensure that we don't measure ourselves only by the GDP of a nation, but by how you're creating a more equitable planet and where everyone's future is assured, a better future is assured. And finally, the pillar of technology, which glues all of these things together to bring the benefits of advancing affordable, accessible, and available technology to solve all these problems. As the great Swami Vivekananda said, let us all arise, awake, and stop not till our goals are reached. Can I request all the people, all the young winners, as well as the participants here, arise to the challenges, but more importantly, the opportunities that present themselves to you in today's world to address through innovation. Awaken from within you that creative talent that has always been latent within you, but which has not found its expression because you have either inhibited yourself or the world has inhibited you. And stop not till the sustainable development goals of the world are reached. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share a few thoughts on this occasion.
Thank you so much, sir, for that very energizing and inspiring talk. I'm sure the audience would have really taken your words, and thank you for joining us today and inspiring us as always. Next, we have